Are you deeply embarrassed? Is there something that you're really, really ashamed of that you probably haven't told anybody? Or you may be confident about, but you're hiding? Is there something that you really struggling to say, struggling to admit to someone close, struggling to admit to your employees, your fans, your followers? Shame holds all of us back. And in this video, I am going to be going through how to let go of shame so that you can become a better you. Hi, I'm Courage Hadel, your mindset and success coach, and I empower entrepreneurs and professionals to achieve sustainable growth and work-life balance so that they can attain fulfillment to reach their full potential. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to let go of shame. Shame is such a common phenomenon. Shame is such something that really affects us all. And we are going to go through a couple practical steps to identify, assess, and begin to let go so that you can become the person you're truly meant to be. Shame does so much stuff to our body. There is many pieces, studies, scientific journals that really demonstrate how much of an effect it can have on our psyche. And there are many sources of shame, such as childhood trauma, repressed memories, post-traumatic stress, and all of these others. And it is something that we should not take lightly, nor should we judge ourselves too much for. And the first thing is that you need to ensure that you accept the fact that you feel shame and admit it, even if not to others, but to yourself at first. Acceptance is that first step. And you need to realize also that you are not alone. You are not alone. Others feel the same way. Others have the same insecurities. Others really lack confidence in particular areas, and they're just as scared as you are. So understand that you're not alone, and you should not feel guilty for such. You need to accept and let go. You need to accept and let go of the guilt that you're the only person in the world that feels this way, or you're the worst person, and any other negative self-language that comes your way. Second, you need to commit to changing your thoughts. Commit to identifying and reframing the negative thoughts, patterns that come about. And you can just sense it when you do something wrong. Have you ever seen someone who's done a mistake, a really bad mistake, or they've made several, and then someone who is superior to them, whether it's a coach, whether it's a parent, says something really bad to them and brings down their self-esteem? That's it being public, but such things happen to us internally all the time. Once we may be comparing ourselves to someone online, to a celebrity. Maybe our bodies may not look so good. Maybe we may not be the perfect speaker. We may not have the best physique, right? Any other particular insecurity. And you need to change those thought patterns, because most of what you see externally isn't always 100% correct. Meaning, especially if it's online, it's either filtered, it's either edited in somewhere where that they're made to seem more perfect than they actually are. And even for people that you meet in person, no one's life is perfect. And you do not know what they had to do, you do not know what sacrifices, what changes that they had to make to have what they have. So you need to stop internalizing the fact that you're not enough because of what someone else has or appears to have. Next, very, very common, a lot of shame, negative feelings come from procrastination. And the best way to solve this is actually by taking massive action and going full throttle into what you're really afraid to do. Do something, even if it's a small part, and then you'll get the momentum to do a lot more. And in taking more action, typically the guilt typically the fear, typically the self-awareness, the self-editing goes away, and you're more uninhibited. Next, understand that you need to change who you're spending your time with. You need to take an assessment of the people that are around you, the people that you surround your brain space with, and actually examine whether they're serving you. Because our friends, colleagues, even acquaintances have an effect on us. And if it goes unnoticed, it results in us doubting ourselves. It results in us making ourselves even more insecure. It results in us really making decisions that we should not make, but we do it to please the crowd. We do it to please other people except us, or other people in ways that are in total opposition to our well-being. Okay? So understand that you need to examine the people that you surround yourself with. And you need to change who you spend your time with. Next, you need to be honest with yourself. Self-honesty is so important. And I mentioned previously that most people online present a very filtered version of who they are, and we tend to take in that is who they truly are, or they have no imperfections somewhat. And that isn't always the case. And it's not a matter of simply they having imperfections. People often present themselves to be a lot grander than they actually are. So understand that we all have our quirks, we're all human, and you're no less just because you don't put yourself out there in such a perfect-like manner. Next, seek professional help. Shame comes from various sources, like I've mentioned, and there are particular conditions that may need professional assessment. Post-traumatic disorders is one, and it's always safe to consult a medical practitioner or the appropriate professional so that could be checked and diagnosed and treated. So understand that whatever your source of shame, it's always wise to see a professional practitioner. However, it's even better to look inward and be honest about what that really is. Many of us medicate ourselves with things that just keep us busy, just to run away from what's actually burning inside. And if that's you, you need to stop. Money is beautiful. I am all for making as much as possible. But please do not be one that uses possessions to mask insecurities on the inside. And understand that whatever it is you're holding back, whatever it is that's preventing you from being the real you, is preventing you from getting the goals that you really, really want. And the only way to begin radically shifting those and shifting the results and trajectory of your life is to actually be honest. So I hope these tips help on how to identify, assess, and begin to let go of shame. And again, I am Kresh Hadel, your mindset and success coach. If it's the first time that you're watching this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And visit my website at kreshhadel.com if you would like to speak, if you would like a clarity session. We do offer those. They're in limited availability. However, if you're interested in learning more about our programs and our coaching services, visit kreshhadel.com/call and simply pick a time, answer the questions for us to speak. I wish you well. I hope these were very helpful, and see you in the next video.